Okay. All right, welcome back to Hangar 51. It's Thursday night. Let's see who jumps in the room tonight first. What's going on, guys? Yep, somebody's here, and it's EQ. What's up? Captain Engineer EQ, what's going on? How you doing, man? Thanks for the shout out on your show, buddy. I enjoyed that. I'm glad you like your hat. I had to do it. Doing a little housekeeping here. I got to clean up a little bit. Got too much crap on the desk. So give me a minute to get all this crap off the desk, and then we'll switch on over. Been playing with trains, yeah. We know. You keep sharing all that with us. It's great. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate that. I might be playing with some trains myself here shortly. I officially started putting up walls today on the new room. So we are officially on our way. I was hoping to have one of the walls behind me so that you'd see the studs, the bare studs between the green screen, but I didn't get quite that far. Almost close, but no cigar. So we'll by Saturday we'll definitely have a wall behind me. Just bare studs, but you'll see that Saturday for sure. I'll have that up tomorrow. So yeah, we got quite a project today. I'm not going to move all of this stuff. We'll leave some of it here. Gotta have something to talk about, right? So we'll leave some of it here, but I'm trying to get. I got tap cons on the desk and screws and receivers. Get those off the desk. Check 6, what's going on? No, I'm not eating. No, just cleaning. I'm just straightening off the desk here a little bit. Just give me 2 seconds here. We're gonna try to make the desk look a little more presentable. I've been working on the room all day, and been using the desk as the work table. So Ray, what's up? How you doing, man? So yep, we need walls, absolutely. George Watts, good man. I was going to call you today. I just wanted to check in, make sure you're all right. Everything's good. So you're good. Everything's good. You doing all right, George? I thought about you last. What was it? Like Saturday night show, and I was like, I got to call George. Jeff in Lower Alabama, been waiting all night for your show. What happened? Did you have one and I missed it, or did you not have one? Because it kept waiting for you to start the show. I'm like, well, where is he? What happened? So I guess you're at Perry already, right? I didn't know that was happening this weekend. I thought, or this week. I guess it's a week show. I thought it was a weekend show. I guess it's an all-week show. So, okay, I'm just not going to bother with all of this. Let me just grab these things here and then we're done. We're just going to leave it on the table because I'm tired of trying to clean it. If I clean it too well, then tomorrow I won't be able to find nothing to work on the walls. So, all right. That's good enough. All right, let me switch over so you can look at my ugly face. Ta-da! Here I am. Yeah, it's we got plenty on the table here, but it's all right. At least this side's clean. All right, good to hear it, George. I'm glad everything's all right. You had me worried. We just hadn't heard from you, and you are very missed. So glad you're all right. Okay, well, I guess that's all right. Hey, if you ever want to do a stream like that, we can Zoom it. You could Zoom to me, and I could run the show from here, and simulcast you. So, if you ever need to do that again, just give me a call, and I'll start a Zoom, just you and me, and then I'll simulcast the show for you. You're all checking milk cartons. I guess for George you're talking about. Roy, what's up? David, Crystal, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, so welcome to the shit show. I'll let a few more people get in here so I don't have to tell the story more than 3 times tonight. Anyway. All right, so there's 15 of you in here, only 2 likes. Okay, well, all right. Oh, you're in Louisiana and you're headed home? Is that right? Okay, all right. Well, thanks for stopping in, George. Your ears must have burned because I was definitely going to call you. I was worried. So good to hear from you. Maybe we'll see you in the Saturday night show, or the Friday night Zoom, or something. But anyway, glad you're all right. Okay, so all right, so here's what's going on. I started. I've already had all the wood delivered. Well, 90% of the wood delivered, enough to build the hobby room. I've got everything I need as far as electrical wire. I still have to buy a breaker panel. That's next. So I've got the wood, and I had to go out today. I got the deal of the century today, man. It was great. I went to Lowe's. I got my chop saw all set up, and I'm using the wall of the building as my stop to measure, and I tap-conned the saw to the floor so it can't move. So all my studs are going to be exactly the same length. Because the saw can't move, it's screwed to the floor, and the wall definitely can't move. So we're set. So I already cut the first 13 studs to length, so those are all done. I've got a stud as a test board, a check board. So every so often I'll test it against the check board to make sure we're staying true to the height and nothing's moved. And then I made a test board. I got a 16-foot wall I'm starting with. So I have a 16-foot board as a test board, a measure board, where every 16-inch center is drawn on the board, and then I put the next board next to it and traced over to that. So I have a stud test board and a bottom base check board. So I'll be measuring everything off of that. So I've been drilling. I have to drill the studs. I put 3 holes, 5/8 holes in the studs to run the wire through. So I've got wire for an Ethernet cable and electrical wire to go through the studs. So when I build the wall, I can just run the wires through the studs. So got all that set up. So I've got 13 studs ready to go. Start screwing on tomorrow. So I'll have one wall built tomorrow in about an hour, I guess. And then we'll start on the next one. And one of them's going to go behind me here. I'm just going to put it in front of the green screen so you'll be able to see on Saturday night show. The green screen's going to be the same, except you're going to see a stud every 16 inches. blocking the back there. They won't be that noticeable, but you'll know the wall's up when you see that. So we'll get that up, and then there's going to be a wall coming straight out over here on this side. That one jets out. That's the outside wall to the garage. Everything on that side of the wall is floor space for cars, my tire machines, my toolboxes, everything over there on that other side of the wall. And this wall is going to jet out. This is the wall I'm going to drywall right away. And then we're going to turn everything this way, so I'm shooting at that wall because I can finish that wall without any issues. Well, there's a few more things I have to do before I do that, but that's going to be the first wall drywalled so that I can use it as my live backstop instead of the green screen. And I can do that because I can do all the work on the wall, wiring and everything from the other side, because I won't drywall that side until I've got it all done. So that's the only wall I have access to. So that's the wall that's going to be my backdrop for the next few shows once I get to that point. So hopefully I'll have all of these walls up this coming week. By next, not this coming Saturday, but by the following Saturday, I would assume I'll have 4 walls, and the door, the French doors in, and hopefully the rafters, the joists up above, so that I can put a floor or something up there, so I can enclose this room to heat it. That's the goal. I want to get this room enclosed enough so I can heat it. So I should be able to do that by a week from this Saturday. I'm hoping that's the goal I'm shooting for. If I can get these walls to move, I've got everything set up now. I had to go to Lowe's today. Hey, greatest deal of the day, man. You know me with sales. So I had to go buy a saw blade for my chop saw because the one I had in there was horrible. Man, was that thing bad. It wouldn't cut shit. So I went to Lowe's. Man, I'm looking at saw blades, 10-inch saw blades. What's up, Craig? What's going on? Ken Bird, how you doing? So I'm looking at 10-inch saw blades, and they're $32 for a DeWalt. And, well, that sucks. Well, I need a saw blade. Nope. So I'm looking around, and I see a 2-pack. It's not hanging. It's there's 2 2-packs on the floor. Or not on the floor, but on the shelf against the wall. No, not on a hook. No price tag. So an employee walks by, and I say, hey, can you price check this for me? How much are these? I'm thinking they're going to be, when you buy bulk, you usually get a good deal. Well, they were on clearance. So I got 2 carbon tooth saw blades for $19.98 instead of $32 for one. I got 2 for $19.98 because they were on clearance. So I bought both packs. I got four saw blades for $40 instead of 1 for $32. So that was the deal of the century. Free shipping. So I already put the blade in the saw. It cuts like butter. Holy crap. I mean, just, whoop, man, like nothing. The first one, it was burning or smoke coming off of it. It's like, oh my God, this blade sucks. So yeah. So anyway, so I got I went and got my saw blades. I had to get, here's the other funny part of the story. I've got a set of 3 carpenter squares, small, medium, and large, and I found the medium triangle part. I didn't have the 1-foot blade, the ruler. I couldn't find it, so I need a square. So last night, while I was doing all this, because I started this project last night, I needed a square. So I went to the Dollar Tree. I thought I could get a kid's plastic square. Anything would work. A square is a square. It'll work. A kid's plastic one would be functional to draw a line on the wood. They didn't have anything. But what they did have was a picture frame. And the picture frame had an edge on the back side of it. So I was able to hang that edge over the wood, cinch it up tight, and then use the outer edge of the frame going across the top to draw the line. Worked perfect. Paid $3 for a wooden picture frame at the Dollar Tree. No, Dollar General. The Dollar Tree didn't have it. Dollar General. It was a $3 picture frame that I used as a square last night. But I bought a square while I was buying my saw blade, so now I've got a real square to work with. But last night that was the best I could come up with, and it was only $3, and it worked perfect. So that's good. So I bought some washers. I needed for something, well, to tap down the saw to the floor. I needed some fender washers to make sure I got a good bite. And then I bought the saw blades and I bought the square. So anyway, that was the deal of the century, though, getting those saw blades that cheap. So that's fantastic. Is the frame square? Yeah, it is now. No, the frame was square. So everything, the saw was cantered slightly, so I fiddled with that and got it squared up. And then recut that one piece because I was just off the width of the line, so I squared it up, and then now we're good. So everything's good, and now I've got a real square, and I've got 13 studs with 3 holes in each stud drilled, and they're all drilled aligned. I'm using it. I've got them on a stack, and I'm drilling the holes right through. Take a couple off, then drill again through the hole that's existing. So they're all in the almost the exact same. They don't have to be perfect. I just got to send wire through it. No big deal, but they're close enough. So all 13 studs have 3 holes in them. They're cut to length. I've got my test boards made, and I've got my first base stud wall base to screw the studs to. Mapped out on the floor here, ready to screw them together, and then put the cap on it and stand that wall up and put it behind me. So that's first thing tomorrow is what's going to happen there. Almost got your gate back up today, yeah? I know you were making it a powered gate. Did you have to take it down, or did you have a problem with it, or what happened? Yeah, Jeff, I had to cut them because I'm not making them. The studs come 2x4 by 8, and the room's not going to be 8 foot tall. I'm making the room shorter than that. So the room's going to be as tall as the French doors. So I had to lower. I had to cut the studs down to get them to the length I wanted, which is 7 foot 4.5 inches, something like that. I don't know. I don't have an exact measurement, because I used the stud on the floor with the stud on top of it, and then matched it to the height of the casing of the French doors. So that's why I had to cut them to that height, because I wanted them exactly. I'm making the room, because I have limited space here, I had to make the room a little bit lower than your normal room would be. It's about the same height as what's in my trailer. So it's not that far. It's not that different. But, yeah, that's why I had to cut them, Jeff. I didn't use standard 8 foot, studs to make the room 8 foot tall. I'm making the room shorter than that. So, and they weren't going to cut 130 of them for me at the store. So, I had to cut the length myself. So. Oh, you're trying to keep out the neighbor's dog? Oh, is that okay? So, Michael Bear, what's up? It was at the bottom of the property. I'm not sure what that means. I moved it. Oh, okay. All right, so you moved the gate. Gotcha. All right, now that all makes sense. Yeah. Where are you, Jeff, tonight? Are you staying in your trailer? Are you in a cheap motel? What are you doing? Where are you at? Inquiring minds want to know. 300 feet away from the power. Oh, that's 300 feet of wire you got to run. Yikes. Unless you make it solar. Make it solar powered. Put a battery in a box, a solar charger on it. You'll be good to go. You're at the Perry, Georgia YMCA. All right, Jeff. Good thinking. Now, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's a fantastic idea. I never thought of that. Perfect. And it did not think of that. Oh, not now. Now it's only 40 feet. Gotcha. It was 300 feet away. Now it's only 40 feet away. Good move. That helped. That saved you a lot of money on wiring. So I'm going to whittle on something while we're talking tonight. I'm going to show you what I'm working on here. Let me fix this camera and then change this camera. I got to move this. And let's see. We got to move this out of there. There we go. Yeah, just leave it in the background. That's cool. Okay. All right. So let me switch cameras. All right. So here's one of the damages to my crashed F7F. Now let me move this back over so I can still see the chat. And it was all gouged up. I don't know what caused it, but it was broken. It had a break across here, right in here on the elevator, which on this side you can kind of see it right here. I'll get it close to the camera so you can see it. And then this was all gouged up. I don't know what happened here. So I filled that up with some Gorilla Glue, my special formula. You see all the lumps above it there? So yeah, it's kind of got all these. So I'm going to shave those off with my knife, and then we're going to sand on it while I'm talking tonight. You guys can get an idea what that looks like. So I stuck a toothpick. I glued this break here, and then there's a toothpick right here. You can see it right there. There's a toothpick sticking out of the end of it. And I ran the toothpick through there to reinforce the brake. So that's all good now. The elevator's perfect. And now I just got to shave it and doll it up, get it ready for repaint. Yeah, here comes the fill and sand demonstration. Exactly. Now the fill's already done. Now we're going to do the sand demonstration. Let me just shave this. So this is a little denser than my normal, because I'm cutting. Well, it is and it isn't. Boy, that's cutting kind of hard. Maybe that knife's dull. Yeah, it seems pretty sharp. Let me turn this down. So I don't want to cut it too close, because then I can't, if I go too far, then I got to add more Gorilla Glue. So we're going to just get it close, and then we'll sand it the rest of the way, and then I'll put the wall spackle on it to fill in all the little voids, the little pock marks and stuff, and we should be good. All right, so there's my quick trim. All the big bumps are gone now. It's closer to, level. So we'll do a final sand now to get that, and get all this crap off the table that we just cut off. I don't think, is my trash can still right there? No, I moved it. Where did I move it to? Let's put it over there for right now. Sweep it up later. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the other camera. See, it didn't take me 20 minutes to set up my camera, Ray. It was already set up. Just kidding you, buddy. I love you. We're just having some fun. I'm trying to fill in for Nate. We miss him. You know, he's not there to aggravate the shit out of you. So that was up to me, Spencer, and who else was ragging? I forget who the third one was. There were three of us. Anyway, just having some fun. Yeah, you know it, Bear. These are the greatest knives ever, guys. $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, man. These are great knives. They really are. Very nice. Oh, that's a good idea. Put the StreamYard app on your phone. Good idea. That'll probably work. I can't remember if I don't remember if I put my OBS on my phone yet or not. I can't remember if I did that. Yeah, you're right. They are sharp, and that's why I was having trouble a little bit, because I was being too careful. The last thing I need right now is to cut myself. Oh, something else. A new update on my back surgery deal. I've got the doctor wants me to lose some weight, so he sent me this 5-day fast kit. So I'm going to be drinking milkshakes for the next 5 days, starting tomorrow. And only eating, I think I can have an avocado, a quarter of an avocado, and some berries, I think. And then there's some vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower I can eat, and other stuff, celery, you know, stuff nobody wants to eat, for 5 days. And I don't know how much weight they think I'm going to lose in 5 days with this plan, but we'll find out. Definitely going to follow it to the T and see how much weight I can drop over the next 5 days with this special kit they sent me. So that showed up today. So I get to start that tomorrow. Oh boy. Yeah, these are the tail. These aren't wings. These are the elevator horizontal stab for the FMS F7F Tiger Cat. That's the one I'm fixing, and so I've got the wings done. The motor, well, now I got one more piece to glue on the wing. It's laying over there. I could not get the wires to solder, so I guess I'm gonna have to crimp them. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what kind of copper wire they were using, but man, I had it over 400 degrees, and I can't get solder to stick to it at all. So 15 pounds, you think that's what? That'd be all right. I could handle 15 pounds. That'd be cool. What's all the crap on the table? Crap. Some of it. Well, these are the wings, or the horizontals that I'm working on. This is the battery I won from Jeff. It's a Traxxas battery. So that can go over here. Toothpicks and flashlight, and then these are the flight packs for my new that big 91-inch 8691. I don't know, the big 3D plane that plane I bought used. These are the flight packs for it. It's got two redundant packs. This is the ESC for the. Well, actually, this is the back for the Tiger Cat. A couple adapters. That's all. Just some odds and ends. I was using my desk as a work table for the room I'm building, and so there's a Tapcon here, and that's the remote for something. What's that? Oh, my one camera. That's what this is. my movie camera I bought. That's the remote control for the movie camera. So, Ken Bird, what's you doing? How you doing? Axel, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Craig Bevan. How bad was it tore up? Pretty bad. Yeah, most people wouldn't have fixed it, but I'm fixing it. Yeah, it was tore up pretty bad. It destroyed the fuselage. I had to buy a fuselage. There was no saving that. It was in little itty bitty pieces. The front half, the back half was perfect, but everything behind the wing was good. Everything in front of the wing was gone. So I did that. I already changed over the nose gear assembly, which you guys knew about that. I already did that. Perfect. That all came out great. Now I'm just dialing these up, and then I just have to install the motors, the one motor back in the one nacelle, and put the other nacelle that I fixed back on the other wing, and then put it together. It'll be ready to fly. So, and then after I test flight and it's all good, I'll dial it all up, finish dialing it all up, and then decide what color I'm going to paint it. I haven't decided yet. I might do a fire scheme like the fire rescue stuff, or I might do the silver scheme. I already have the decals for the silver scheme. Or I might just repaint it blue. I don't know. We'll see. So, thank you, Michael Bear. Yeah. Well, I'd be happy to put it on a scroll for you if you'd like, but it seems to give some of you a headache. I don't know why, but apparently, the scroll's not user friendly. But I'll be happy to put it on a scroll if you guys want. It'll only take a minute. It's already set up and everything. I just have to bring it to the top. All right, so I need a piece of sandpaper. And I know there's a pile of it over there on the table, but I was hoping for a small piece, because I don't need a whole sheet. Let me look right here, see if there's one right here. There should be one on the table right here. There we go. That'll work. Perfect. That'll work. All right. Let the sanding begin. Yeah. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to do the fire scheme, like the Cal Fire, I think they were using a F-7F for a while as a chase plane or a lead plane, whatever you want to call it. And then, so I don't know. It's got to be repainted. Well, the fuselage doesn't because it's new. But everything else would have to be repainted. The wings, the stabs, would have to, the nacelles all have to be repainted. And so I have the perfect opportunity to change the color if I decide I want to do that. So that's what we're. After I fly it and everything's good, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you vote on it. We'll see what we're going to do with it. I did fly the new one a couple times now. Flew great. It has the new one has the reflex in it. This one did not. I can't tell any difference. That plane flies so good. Did I balance these wings? I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if they balance. Hang on. Yeah, they're balanced. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't notice any difference at all in the way it flew with reflex or without. This is such a good flying airplane. It didn't need it, but it came with the new one, so I just left it in there. It's not definitely not doing anything to make it not fly good. So, but it's not flying any different than this one did. So I don't know that it was necessary to put it in there, but That's what FMS wants to do right now? Okay, whatever. Most of FMS's stuff flies so good it doesn't need a stupid gyro in it, but anyway. So what else is going on? Did I miss anything here? Smash the like, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, I need my spike the like cup. Gotta get me one of those. What I like about the Gorilla Glue thing I do here is it sands so easy. Let me switch cameras again. You'll see how far we already are. Yeah, just that much time I've spent. And look at how smooth that is already. We're already down to the rivets. Now I just have to take my time to go around rivets and stuff. But yeah, I filled most of that in. The rest of it I'll do with wall spackle because I got to fill in all the voids. There's some little pinholes. But yeah, it just filled that all right back in. I don't know what did that. It hit grass. I don't know what tore that up so bad that, hitting the ground, in the grass. Because I didn't, on a paved runway, I would say, yeah, that kind of road rash. But I can't figure out for the life of me what the grass did to this that would have caused that. It's crazy. That it, tore up the, well, I can show you kind of. I think it's on here. Yeah. So it's kind of like that gouge right there. Right there at the end, that white gouge there. It's a pretty deep gouge in the, and that's on the top of the stab. So yeah, I don't know how that. Both of these. Now this is on the bottom. This damage is on the bottom. I understand that. I don't know how that big gouge got in there on the top. I don't know. Anyway, just one of those things. Just part of the crash. Oh, wait a minute. I had it. There we go. Yeah, I always, I've got the battery back all the way. The way I gauge it is, the weight should just barely be compressing the nose wheel. If you've got the nose wheel almost completely topped out, that tells you right there that the CG is right. You got to just keep the weight off the wheel, the nose gear. If the nose gear's collapsing, you got the weight too far forward. Back it up. It should be almost right at the top. I mean, almost completely at the top. Roy's sending me something. I don't know. Should I look? Is this going to be all right? Oh yeah, that's the fire. Yep. So he sent me a picture of the fire scheme, which is what I'm seriously thinking of using.
So I thought this girl was working out like crazy, but she wasn't. I met her yesterday at the gym, and I asked her, "How do you look so great?"
Trying to show it to you, but I can't get the phone to cooperate here. Hold on. All right, let's go this way and then close this. There. Okay. All right, let me change here. So this is what Roy's sending me. That's the fire scheme on a F7F. So yeah, that's exactly one of the schemes I'm thinking about using. Either that one or paint it silver, or I'll repaint it blue, or I don't know, maybe something else. But so far, I just want to get it flying first, and then we'll figure out What's my favorite sandpaper grit? I don't have a favorite. You know, whatever the job requires that I'm doing at the moment is my favorite. So at the moment, I think this is 220. Yeah, this is 220. So at the moment, 220 is my favorite. I'm not going to try to put all the rivets back on this. We're going to be rivetless on this corner here. I'm not going through that. That's insane. Just this little bit would require. Let me just give you a possible. So, yeah, God, it's even going to be more than that. And then, so just this little repair area that I'm working on here would be about 50 rivets. Yeah, so I could go get little pins, you know, cut the heads off of pins and glue the little pins on there to make 50 new rivets. I ain't doing it. It's going to have to be okay without that because I'm not going that nuts. That's just nuts. I'll probably sand the panel line back in. What you do with that, it's real simple. Get yourself some fine sandpaper, like, you know, 600, even 400 works. But you fold it in half and you crease it really solid, so you have a very fine sanding edge. And then you put that sanding edge in the groove that you want to put that panel line back in, and you just sand that little groove with the folded sandpaper, and you can actually put the panel line back in the airplane. So I'll put the panel lines back in it, but I'm not putting the rivets back in it. It's just crazy. I'm not getting that nuts. So, but yeah, this is working out pretty good. The whole repair has gone very well, actually. I got to say, it's been time consuming just because of the amount of damage, but between steaming out a lot of the damage, a lot of the wrinkles and stuff, and then this feather fill sand stuff here I'm fixing this with, and yeah, it's coming out good. I'm sure the plane's going to be fine. It's going to fly fine, and then depending on what paint job I put on it, I can, you know, I might even just go ahead and do a Howard Hughes treatment and sand all the rivets off of it. You know, just make it smooth. You know, if I do a special, like if I do the fire scheme, I might do that because, you know, it'd be all custom anyway. So yeah, I could just, you know, take all the rivets off and put the flush mounts rivets in it, like Howard Hughes did. Yeah, we could go that route. We'll see. I don't know. I want to get it flying first. Then we'll make this kind of decisions later. What battery are you trying to run in it, Craig? My 5200 red pack, the HRB red, fits in there fine. Fits right in there easily. And that's an 11-minute flight with that battery. When I was down at that Manatee flying south of here, then the Tiger Cat I flew it there. Boy, that was a huge hit. They absolutely loved that airplane down there. Everybody was just going all over it. You know, apparently they have never seen one. I don't know. They were really amazed. Yeah, the silver one's cool. I'm seriously thinking about painting silver. I've got 2 sets of decals for the silver one because I bought 2 of these airplanes, and they give you the silver decal. So I have the decal I need to put. If I make the silver one, I can put the right nose art on it. So I'm thinking about it. I might do that. We'll see. Boy, that really came out good. Wow. That's really not going to need much wall spackle at all. That came out really good. Very nice. Yeah, that came out good. Yeah, so that's really done until I just need to wall spackle it now. We'll fill in all the little tiny air bubble marks and cut off the toothpick. And I think I have to do a little bit of, probably do a little tiny bit of Gorilla Glue around where the toothpick ended. Just kind of finish that off. So, but yeah, that came out really good. You'll put those rivets on there if you tell me to. No, I don't think so, Randy. You know, I'm definitely not putting the rivets on it. I can tell you that right now. I just, you know, I've got a brand new one. It's beautiful. I don't need to do it again. So I'll make this look really nice, but it's going to be lacking in a couple of areas. I'm definitely not putting all these rivets back on this thing. You know, I'm just going to get it smooth and you know, I'm going to sand. You know, you got those little, you know, because this on the real plane's cloth covered. So, you know, I'll resand the little humps into it to get that a look back into it and stuff like that. But I'm not putting the rivets back on it. So I'm using these. I wish I had one in here. The HRB Red. Okay, they're smaller condensed batteries. They're 100C. It's a 5200, and it fits in the plane fine, no problem at all. You know, it sits right in there, and you can put the hatch on, no interference, and yeah, that works great. Yeah, the fabric sag. That's a good word for it. Yeah, the fabric sag. Yeah, I'll sand the fabric sag back into it. Yeah, Stevie Wonder couldn't see them anyway. You're right. Nobody could see them from 10 feet away. Yeah, it's an HRB Red 5200. Way smaller than the standard black-blue HRBs. Those batteries are huge compared to these. They're smaller, lighter, more condensed. 100C rating. Been having excellent luck with these batteries. They've been fantastic. I've probably got, I don't know, 30 to 50 flights on these packs now, and they're just doing great. Really happy with them so far. Oh, is Evan going up there too, Jeff? He's going to meet you there? That'll be cool. Ron, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So that was short and sweet. I'm already done it. There's nothing more to... Well, I could put the spackle on it. I don't know where it is. I'd have to go look for it. Everything's a mess here, guys. I had to move everything around to start building my room, so can't find shit right now. So, God, I wish I could have done this before I put all this crap in this garage. It would have been so much easier. Trying to work around all this stuff is a pain in the ass. But You know, try to get Deb to not leave, and then she left anyway. And she's back, but I mean originally, you know, that was 2 years ago when I built the garage. You know, I was in a hurry trying to get everything out of the house out here, and you know, just keep her from leaving, and then she left anyway. So, not real happy about that. This is making way more work for me now. But she's back, so we're good. We'll get this done. It's definitely going to be a slow going, because as I build shit, I have to move shit. I got to like move this over there to put something there, and then move that over there to put another wall over there, and it's just kind of a, you know, I got to kind of just move it around as we work. So, yeah, let me look it up for you. I'll show you what they look like. I get them on eBay, usually. I know that we've got a source to get discounts on HRB, I believe. Okay, so I think I can share this. Let me do that. I gotta get a capture, window capture. Where are you? Right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is what they look like. There's a normal HRB there in the middle, but these red packs are the HRB reds. And that's what I've been playing. And so far, I've been running these batteries probably not quite a year, but getting close, I think. And really happy with them. They've really been doing really good. They haven't seemed to fall off any. Still getting great flight times out of them. Plenty of power. They're not puffing at all. You know, they're not getting soft or anything. Still rock hard. Just been really good. Can't complain at all so far. Very, very happy with these batteries. Let's see here. Oh, guess that's not working. Yeah, when I switch that, it switched. Yeah, I'll put it back to there. All right. Anyway, so we'll switch that back now. Anyway, so that's what I'm using. Those are my those have been my go-tos here for about the better part of a year now. And they're doing great. Really happy with them. Move that over there. Yeah, yeah, Joe, you're absolutely right. You get 2 of these for the price of 1 Spectrum smart battery. Actually, these are still cheaper than 1 smart battery. And these come with a balance lead. Yeah, bonus. So let's see what else. Oh, I did get the maiden. I made the T-28. You know, the 50th anniversary Navy T-28. That flew great. Real happy with that. Flew the C-130 again. God, I love that airplane. That thing is so cool. I really love that plane. And I maidened the Cherokee, and the nose gear broke before. Well, I didn't maiden it. I didn't get it in the air. I taxied out on my grass field, and the nose gear broke. That is a real piece of shit, that nose gear. Holy crap. Yeah. No wonder everybody complained about that. Yeah, I didn't even get it in the air. I taxied out. I carried it out to the runway, and then I back taxied it about 100 feet, turned it around, and as I was turning it around, just as I was lining up to take off, the nose fell on the ground. The gear just snapped off. Wow. So I don't know what I don't know if they've. I called my guy. I talked to Michael at Horizon, and he said the new one, the upgraded one won't. He doesn't think it'll fit in the old airplane. So we'll have to take a look at that. I might machine myself an aluminum piece to fix it with. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take a good look at it, see if I can come up with something. Didn't damage the airplane at all. It didn't even nick the bottom of it when the gear broke out. It just fell on the ground. Yeah, like, okay. So we'll still have to wait to maiden that one. Yeah. I love the lights though. It looks cool. See, anything else? Did I get to fly anything else? New? No, that's pretty much it. Oh, I installed my carbon fiber gear on my RV8. Here's the carbon fiber gear for the little RV8. So I bought the big one and the little one. So I installed the big gear, and that came out great. So I haven't flown it with it yet, but it's not going to fly any different. But it's definitely going to stop the bouncing down. You know, that gear is such beautiful aluminum gear. I love the way it's frosted. It's got the logo on it and everything. I really love it. But, you know, as the airplane bounces on grass, you know, it just keeps spreading the gear out little by little, you know. And after about 10, 15 flights, I got to pull it back in again. And it keeps doing that. And I just got tired of screwing with it. So I bought the carbon fiber gear. That'll end that. It's a little lighter, way sturdier, so I won't have to bend the landing gear anymore. So what other news have I got? Anything else happening? New? Exciting? I got new batteries for the L39 to fly with, but I didn't get a chance to fly those yet. I think I told you. I might have told you. I guess I was in the Zoom talking about it. So anyway, Saturday or Sunday? What day was it? Saturday. I went flying with Keith Sunday. Saturday, I got to go flying, real flying. There's a paramotor group that comes out to our field, and we give them access to the back part of the field for taking off and landing. And been friends with this guy for years, and we've been talking about me going flying with him for years. And he finally took me up this past Saturday. So I got to go paramotor flying for about 40 minutes, I'd say we were up. 40, 45 minutes. So that was a new experience. I hadn't done that yet. It's very different than flying in an airplane because, for one, it's really slow. Into the wind, and we had a pretty good headwind. We were only making like 13 miles an hour, I think. It was pretty slow. And every time a gust of wind, hit hit the wing, you could feel the, you raise up, and so it's not the smoothest flight. I mean, it's not like I got sick or anything. It wasn't like that, but it's just not a airplane ride. Where you feel bumps and stuff. It's a more like a balloon ride. If it was a hot air balloon, I would imagine it was. I would imagine it's a lot like a balloon ride. It just very uneventful until you have a gust of wind, and then it just kind of raises up and comes back down. And yeah, we did 40, I think we were doing 46 miles an hour coming with the wind. So we made pretty good ground coverage, with the wind coming back. But, it took us forever to fly like 6 miles. It took us like, it was probably about 25, 30 minutes to go 6 miles. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. But coming back, we made good time. It only took us about, I don't know, 8, 10 minutes maybe, tops, to come back, because it was all downwind from there. So, yes, I actually kind of am scared of heights, Alberto, but the thing with being afraid of heights is, for me anyway, and for most people that I've talked to, it's only when you're standing on solid ground and looking down is when I get all kind of nervous. I'm not afraid to fly. Flying is a totally different experience. So, but yeah, don't put me on the top of a parking garage and tell me to go look over the edge. Nah, I'll pass. But going flying is totally different. You're not standing on the ground, so I don't have that. That fear sensation I get when I'm standing on a tall building. So, yeah, some J3 Cub time would be cool. Yeah, it might be similar to that. Although I can tell you for sure that a J3 Cub is faster than the paramotor. Probably not a lot faster, but definitely faster. Yeah, that parachute just doesn't penetrate into the wind at all. That's why that's the only time they fly those is on, when there's no wind. I was surprised they even wanted to fly. Fred, what's up? That it wasn't gusty bad. A little breezy, and they usually won't fly in that kind of wind. But there was 4 of them that flew. So we got to go flying a little bit. That was cool. It was a different experience. Been wanting to do it for years. He keeps wanting me to buy one, and I don't think I'm going to buy one. It's not the kind of flying I want to do. I'd rather buy an ultralight that I could go places in it, fly from one airport to another or something. But you can't do that with these. You'd never get there. If you have to go either on the way out or the way back flying against the wind, it'd take days to get anywhere. So I don't think I'm going to go that route. I'm going to look at other avenues, I think, if I'm going to do some real flying. So what's up, Lewis? How you doing? So you get the urge to jump off of a tall building. Do you really? Are you suicidal? Yeah, I could build my own ultralight. Yeah. Well, you could go a lot farther in an ultralight than you could in a paramotor, Michael. Oh yeah, I can imagine, Randy. Oh my God, yeah, standing on a tall building like that. Yeah, that would not be a job for me. Oh, it's just an urge. Yeah, I have no urge to jump off a building. If I don't think I could do a free base parachute jump either. I just couldn't do it. I could jump out of an airplane with a parachute, but I couldn't jump off of a cliff. Ain't no way. I couldn't do it. That'd be just, bungee jumping. I don't think I could do it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it. Yeah. But jumping out of an airplane, yeah, I could do that. I'm sure I wouldn't have any problem, jumping from an airplane. But yeah, it's when you're standing on ground, that's where that afraid of heights shit comes in. So. Yeah, I think the stuff I use is DAP. I believe that's what that is. I have no problem with it. It works great for me. You gotta put it on thin. If you need more than one coat, then you have to do it in coats. You can't just it's got to be a pretty thin layer you put down. If you've got to put it down inside a cavity, put a small amount down in the cavity, let it dry, then put another coat over it. You can't do thick coats if it won't dry. But yeah, I love this stuff. I don't have any trouble at all. It works really good for me. I know Lewis hates it. He wants to use that. What's the name of the stuff you use, Lewis? It's RC Geek uses it. It's made for filling RC airplane foam. It's branded something. I forget the name of it, but it's purpose for. Oh, it is the Sherwin-Williams. That's what you use? Really? Yeah, a little DAP will do you. Yep, absolutely. Oh, I thought it was that, like Foam Tack, not that brand, but I thought it was a special brand name for just RC airplanes. Wow, I had no idea. I've never tried the Sherwin-Williams stuff. Yeah, you don't need to bring it to me, Lewis. I'm not going to go buy it. I'm going to keep using my DAP. It works for me. I don't have to start over again with a new product. I know how this shit works. It works great for me. Yeah. Is that right? You did it for 3 floors, and that's as high as you go, and you quit. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't think I could do that job. Even with the safety harness on. God, I don't think I could do it. Oh, Jesus, that would just walking on that beam up there. Then, oh no. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. Yeah, that's just way out of my comfort zone. Yeah. Riding the crane up was a blast. Oh God. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. I don't get high. I'm out. What do you pass out? Is that what you're saying? Or you just don't do it? So anyway, yeah, my paramotor experience was good. I enjoyed it. I wasn't nervous at all. I told London that. I said, man, it was great. At no point did I have any nerves at all. It was just a very enjoyable ride. But that's just it, though. It's just a ride. It's just a, you go up and you kind of soar around in the spot you're in, and you land. I want to go places. I want to get like the Cowboys. What do they call themselves? The Mike Patey and those guys, Trent Palmer. I want to go fly someplace. Go out. It don't have to be going fast. You got to be doing better than 13. Yeah. But anywhere in the 50, 60 mile an hour, that's fine. That's good enough. That'll get you there. kind of ultralight was it, Michael? Yeah, car will take you places too, right? So yeah, before I buy a paramotor that wouldn't get me anywhere, I'll just go I'd get another car. If I'm going to spend, you know, a good rig is, I think, starts at like $8,500. I can buy a hell of a nice car for $8,500 with air conditioning. It'll take me anywhere I want to go. Yeah. Isn't Trent Palmer in prison? No. No, he's still fighting the FAA. It's I don't know what's going to happen. I think the whole thing is bullshit. What they're doing to him is just total bullshit. A Rand's Coyote. I'm going to look that up and see what that looks like. Wow, that looks like a pretty good airplane. Really? Christ, it looks like a J3 Cub. Did you have the tail dragger or did you have a nose gear? Which one did you have? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. You had the tail dragger, what did you say? It almost killed you. What happened? Oh yeah, I totally get you there, Michael. Yeah, because see, an ultralight like that, I have room to fly that off my property here, so I could take off here, you know, throw an airplane or two in there with me, fly to my flying field, land there, fly all day there, and then get my plane and fly back home again. You know, that would be kind of fun. It flew like shit. Well, in what way? I mean, was it like was it the wind blowing it around a lot, or you couldn't stabilize it, or I mean, when you say it flew like shit, was it underpowered? Because yeah, that looks like a great little airplane. I can't believe that would fly like shit. Well, I think the one he's got was a single seater. I don't know if they have a dual seat. Yeah, I'm looking at all these. You know, there's a tail dragger version and a tricycle gear. But that looks like a really nice little airplane. Huh. I'm surprised that didn't fly good. It looks like a really nice airplane. It was a side-by-side, yeah? Yeah, I can't tell here. I think the tricycle gear one that they're showing here might be a side-by-side, it looks like. Did it have doors on it, Lewis? Did the one you flew in have doors? Yeah, I've been watching Cletus. I haven't watched the episode with the new jet he bought. I guess he bought a turbine. I didn't watch that one yet. Tail dragger, you think, and it's been 15 years, no doors. Okay. It looks like it's got just plexiglass glass doors, you know, so you can see through it. You know, it looks like it's got a plexiglass. And I've seen this on another, you know, on a YouTube channel. I was watching some ultralights when I was getting seriously thinking about buying one. Yeah, see, I think, Michael, you know, I mean, I don't know, how many years ago was this? Because, you know, they've come a long way. Engine technology's gotten so much better, even for the paramotor guys. Much more reliable. I think this stuff today would be a lot better than it was, you know, 15 years ago. 10 years ago, yeah. Yeah, it'd be just fun to take a plane like that, you know, and land in fields, you know, here and there. You know, out west, they land on the road and taxi into into a gas station and go just push it up to the pumps and get gas, and then they take back up and keep going. It looks like fun, you know. Oh, that's cool, Joe. Yeah, that probably would look like an ultralight if you had the camera underneath it like that. I now recorded 3 jet engines. Yeah, I guess they got a couple of backups there, so that's probably good. Yeah, yeah. You say he converted Cessna planes. Converted them to what? Do you remember what he was converting them to? Oh, yeah, he's in jail. I think 6. I believe he's in jail. I think I saw a mugshot. Oh. Oh, he did upgrades? Yeah. Oh, look at that. 18 viewers, 18 likes. Look at that. Oh, we just went to 20 viewers. we had a David yourself winner there for a second. Hey Don, what's up? How you doing, man? The Williams Wasp. I don't know what that is. I'm just going around here to get some pills. Ah, 22 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Nicely done. All right, Lewis, you talked me into it. I'm going to look it up. Let's see what the hell a Williams Wasp is. Oh my God. That little hover cart stand-up thing. Oh my God. You'd fly in one of those, would you? Really? Yeah? No, you wouldn't. Not a chance in hell. All right, so I'm going to do an update again on the room because for you new guys like Lewis that just got here and Don. So I officially started building my room yesterday, my hobby room and the apartment. So I had to go. Um, I had to go to Lowe's today. I got a big deal here, guys. You got to hear this. So I got my saw. I have a cutoff saw. So I got it the right length. I'm using my wall of the building as my stop, and I Tapcon the saw to the floor so that it can't move. So I have the exact length I need to cut my 2x4s to for all the studs in the room. So I've got that set up. I had to go to Lowe's to get a new blade, though. My blade was duller than shit, so it wouldn't cut nothing. There was smoke pouring out of the saw. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to go get a saw blade. So I go to Lowe's and I'm looking at saw blades, and they're ranging anywhere from like 26, 34 bucks in that range. I think the DeWalt blade that I was looking at was maybe, I think it was 32 bucks, I think. So I'm trying to decide which blade I want to buy, and I see this down on the bottom shelf, sitting at the side. There were 2 packages of 2 blades of the DeWalt blades, same blade I was looking at, but a 2-pack. And I'm like, no price. So I'm like, I wonder how much those are, because you buy bulk, usually you get a little discount. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to need at least 2 blades anyway for all the cutting I'm going to be doing. I got 130 studs to cut, so I'm figuring, I'm going to need some cutting. So I asked, an employee walked by and he says, I said, hey, can you do a price check on this? And he said, sure. And he takes it and he scans it and he says, yeah, that's on sale for $19.98. And I'm like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, it's on clearance. Really? And I had them both in my hand. I said, so the both of these? He said, well, let me scan the other one just to make sure. And I said, okay. He scanned it. Yeah, $19.98. So I'm like, one blade was going to be 32 bucks. I got 4 blades for 40. Deal. I'll take them. So I made a great deal, and I got free shipping too. So I got 4 brand new saw blades, carbon tooth saw blades, and they cut the wood like butter. Oh my God! It just, instead of wood chips and smoke and burnt wood, I'm just getting sawdust comes out the little chute, and the saw goes right through it like butter. So that was a great deal. So and then I needed a square, a carpenter square, and I had a set of 3, a small, medium, large Craftsman, and the only thing I found was the medium triangle part. I can't find the metal ruler. I don't know where it is. So last night, I started this project last night. I didn't get the saw blades till today, but I did all the other stuff last night. I was drilling holes. I have to drill holes through the wood, through the studs, so I can run the wiring through them. So I put 3 holes at every stud. I got them in a jig, and I'm drilling straight through it. I just keep taking one off and keep going through, and so that's worked great. So I need 13 studs for the first wall. It's a 16-foot wall. I need 13 studs. So I Tapcon the saw to the floor, and I put the new blade in it, and it's cutting great. I got all the wood cut. I got 13 studs cut, all drilled and cut. And then I made a pattern. So I've got 1 stud as a pattern, so I spot check every 5 or 6 cuts. I make sure it still meets the template, and it does, so that's good. And then I made a template for the base, the 16-foot base, every 16 inches, centered. So I made a template of that, and then I marked the one I'm going to use also. So they're both sitting on the floor here. So tomorrow I'll start screwing them all together, my walls. So I was hoping to have one of the walls up tonight, but I didn't make it. I was too busy trying to find Jeff's show. I kept clicking on. There was one that was started, and I was in the chat. I was the only one in there, and then I went to the one that says we're waiting for Jeff to start, and he wasn't there, and I kept going back to it, and so I stopped working on this, took a break. But yeah, so tomorrow I should be able to get at least 2 walls built tomorrow. So that'll be good. So that's the update on the room. Yeah, 16 inches. That's what I'm using, Ken. Yeah, 16-inch centers and a 16-foot base is 13 studs. Do the math. I'll count it again. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but let me count it again. I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely 16-inch centers. Of course, one on each end, you know, capping the ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 13. That's what I got. 13 studs. So cap each end and 13, yeah, 16-inch centers. Yep, that's what I got. So got that all measured out, got all my studs cut, just ready to start drilling and screwing. And should be able to put a wall together within an hour tomorrow because I've already got it all cut. And then it's going to take probably a couple hours to drill and cut the next 16 or the next 13 studs. But yeah. So we officially started last night. I started drilling the studs and getting things set up. I got the saw over here and got it set up and stuff, and then today I actually tapped conduit to the floor, and so it can't move. And I'm using the wall. The wall is not going to move. So we've got an exact, stud height. So and the walls are short, guys. I'm not going 8-foot walls. I could have used a standard 8-foot, but I don't want the roof. I can't go if I go that high on the model room. I won't have enough room upstairs to use if I decide to put a room upstairs. So I had to shorten the wall. So I'm only at like 7'4", something like that. Yeah, 7'4", I think is pretty close to where I'm at. The wall height is 7'4". Yeah, I could do that too, Michael. That's not a bad idea. Now I'm only going to use. I'm using half-inch. Going to use half-inch drywall because it's in a building, so I don't need that much sound deadening or insulation because especially for the summer because there's going to be a lot of airflow around the room, all sides of the rooms, So it should work out fine. I'm not 7'4". You're right. So I'll have plenty of headroom. How you doing, Tim? Yep. Yeah. See, I don't need an 8-foot ceiling. I'm not that tall. 7'4" is plenty. I honestly, I already bought the French doors I'm going to use. Okay, and I'm just making it the height of the doors. The doors are already in a frame, and I'm just matching the frame exactly. So that's as high as I'm going. It's the door frame. So they'll be above the door is about a half-inch, frame, and then there's going to be a 2x4 on top of that, and that's as high as the ceiling's going to be, and that's plenty, So I believe that door's 80 inches tall. So we're looking at 84 inches. I don't know what that is exactly in feet and inches. I don't feel like doing the math right now, but it's going to be somewhere around 7'4", I think, and that'll give me enough room to have about a 7-foot, probably a little less. I'm probably going to have to cut the doors on the upstairs if I put an upstairs up above the room. Yeah, exactly, Michael. It's going to be and it's a fully windowed, double pane glass. with the I think there's 16 panes. Well, it looks like it. It's all inside the glass. There's a piece of glass, and then that framework inside to make it like it's got 16 little windows, and then another piece of glass on the other side. It's the center part's sandwiched in between the glass. So double pane is like two wives. Yeah, Axel. So no, not everyone hates the French. So the reason I wanted the six, this is a 6 foot wide with 2 3-foot doors, is when I open the doors, I can carry an airplane through a 6 foot opening. That was the whole reason for the French door, is I don't want to have to try to, manipulate the wing through the door. Now I got 6 feet. So, I got plenty of room to carry an airplane unobstructed out my French doors, to take it out to the trailer, to go flying, and I won't be banging it into shit, and I'm going to be in the middle of my big garage, and the only thing that'll be in the middle of the garage that I have to worry about is cars. So I can just hold the plane over my head, and I got plenty of room under. The cars will be underneath the wings, and I won't have any obstructions to take the plane out to the trailer. So that's the reason for the French doors. So, and I bought 2 sets. The other set's going to be on the upstairs apartment area, and they're only going to be there for loading the furniture in and out. Instead of bringing the furniture into the hobby room and then have to turn it around and go up the steps. Not that there's a lot of steps. It's only going to be about 5 steps maybe. But instead of doing all that, I'm just going to put French doors at the other end, open the doors, just set the furniture up against it, because it's only going to be about 4.5 feet high. And just, lift it up and send it into the room, and then close the doors. The doors are only going to be there for that reason. I'm not going to go in and out those doors. They're just there to load the furniture in and out of the room. Make it much easier. So, and the doors were reasonably cheap. I don't know if you've priced a French door these days, but oh my God, they're insane. So, well, no, I won't, Ken, because there's going to be, I'm not using my walls for the structure. I'm putting up, I think they're 2 by 8 by 20 joists on hangers. So there's a whole other framework going up around the walls. So the joist hangers are going to be hanging on the 2 by 8 by 20s that are going to be mounted to 4 by 4 stud posts in the corners. So the walls I'm building are just walls. They're not going to be holding up the joists. The joists are on a separate, and I'm going to coordinate them all together. So the joist hangers will be just touching the top of the walls, but the walls won't be supporting the joists. The joists are going to be on a separate, on their own framework. You need a new front door? Canadian doors aren't bad either. Oh, you guys. What do I have against American doors? Nothing, except they're not French. Listen, Listen, I don't make up these names. I just, that's what they're called. What do you want me to tell you? Yeah, I'll be featured in Better Homes and Gardens. No, more like Garage Mahal barnuminiums. French Canadian doors. There we go. Yeah, French Canadian. That's perfect. Four minutes of pure yes. Anyway, so that's the update on the room, guys. I'm going to make some real progress here in the next week. I think if I stay on it, I think I'll be able to do. I want to get it insulated so I can get the heater on, because we got many more cold days ahead of us here, and if I can at least get the walls up, I can staple some plastic up inside here just to keep the heat in, and then I can run the heater again and heat the room, because it'll be twice the size of the tent, but the heater will work. It's still a tenth the size of the garage. So, it'll be way easier to heat. Yeah, broken naked. There you go. In with jets, out with Uber. Oh yeah, Axel, just head on down to the Villages. You'll be all set. It's too bad Keith Christie's not in here. He could tell you all about the Villages. He was just there. His family lives in the Villages, so he came down. We went flying Sunday. I went up to Wesley's Field up in Webster, and he came down from the Villages, and we met there and flew all day Sunday, and had a great time. So he can tell you all about the Villages, though, because his family lives there. He spent, I don't know, 3 or 4 days there, I think. Oh no, they're real women there. Yeah, they're not chicks with dicks. There's real women there. Lots of them. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of them. Yeah, they have a whole pickup system down there. All you have to do is hang one of those, scrubby things that you do dishes with, the little scrubbies. You just put that on your radio antenna on your car, and they come running. That's advertising that you're available. So that you just put that on your car and you're ready to go. They just come running. They'll flag you down. If you're driving down the street, they'll stop you. A pineapple on your door, is that the other, or is that in Vegas? Hey, beauty's just a light switch away, man. That's all you need. You know, just turn the lights out. Your Raquel Welch is in bed. There you go. No, not Miami. Mid Florida, north of Tampa. It's close to Webster. It's just north of Webster. Yeah, paper bag. That's a good one too. Sure, that works. Yeah, huge Johnny Carson and Benny Hill fan, Alberto. Why? What's up? You know, all of his shows are rebroadcasted on YouTube. You can go watch all of Johnny's shows on YouTube. Don't forget to save the crabs. Yeah. So, Tim, what were you trying to tell me the other night? I didn't know what the hell you were saying to me. That was crazy. You were laughing so hard on your voice message you left, I couldn't even understand what you were saying. Yeah, Alberto, but you got to pay for Amazon Prime. YouTube's free, and he's all over YouTube. There, you can watch every episode of Johnny Carson on YouTube. It's all free. Yeah, I heard that Johnny Carson could be a big bit of a dick when he wasn't on the show. Yeah, I'd heard that. Wow, that's only 3 days off my birthday. Mine's the 26th. I didn't know that. I didn't know Johnny Carson and I were that close. His mom and my mom went to different schools together. Oh, God. It was so hot that the hookers were selling ice cream. Yeah, yeah. Free blowjob with every ice cream cone. It's a $50 ice cream cone, but free shipping. Yeah, there you go. Yep, just come to the villages. You get those all day long. Yeah, Karnak the Magnificent. I need an envelope. Boobs, a bob, and a bow. Yeah, harmonically sealed. The mayonnaise jarge on Funkin' Wango's porch since noon today. No one knows the contents. Yeah, I used to fall asleep every night watching Johnny Carson. My mom would yell at me, "Go to bed." I'm like, "I want to watch Johnny Carson." "Go to bed. You got to go to school in the morning." Says, "All you're going to do is fall asleep on the floor." "Well, I'm sleeping then, ain't I?" Yeah, I always watched Johnny Carson. I couldn't stop watching him. That was a rock you spray painted? I couldn't tell what that was. I mean, I knew what you painted on it, but I didn't know it was a rock. Well, you really were bored, weren't you? If you had nothing better to do than spray that on a rock. God, I wish I had that kind of time on my hands. Holy shit. Yeah, here's Johnny. Yeah. Yeah, after, I don't know how many years I watched him, 20 some years, I'm sure. Yeah, you don't forget any of that. Jesus. Yeah, the unknown comic with the bag on his head, yeah. Who's your friend? Sag. Where's he from? Baghdad. Oh yeah, that was real comedy back then. Land Shark. Who is it? Land Shark. Delivery. Yeah. What's that? Picture of my kids? That was a pretty unique, comic that he came up with that. Yeah. He had all these jokes. They were all bag related. It was hilarious. Yeah. Oh, no, it's still going to get cold out here. We've got many more cold days coming. It's 61 right now, so we're flirting on getting into the cold. I'm okay, but we're going to have plenty of 40 degree nights for sure between now and April, May. Most of March, starting tomorrow, will be cold days, cold nights anyway. Yeah, I don't do cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Yeah, it was 80 here today too. Yeah, we hit 80 today. But it's right now it's 61 in the garage. I'm sure it's going to be by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It'll probably be 55, 54, and we've got plenty more cold days coming. March is usually the coldest. So it didn't used to be, but it is now. So yeah, so I want to get the garage. I want to get this room built. I have to get this room built. I just can't. I can't operate out here. It's ridiculous between the hot and the cold, and I just don't have room for anything because I had to jam everything in here to get it out of the house. So, oh, you're sitting at negative 13. It's snowing again. Oh yeah, yeah. And you can always move, Ken. The border's open. We're not keeping you out. You can come on down. No, Alberta was negative 13. Not 13. Negative 13. Yeah, exactly. I want to get it built before it gets really hot too, because then I can turn the air conditioning on. So, yeah, we're like I said, we're well on our way now. We've got everything set up. Got my saw mounted. We're ready to go. I cut all that wood already. It won't take me an hour to put what I've already cut and marked together, and that'll be a wall done. And I can stand it up. I'm probably going to stand it up behind my green screen here. Actually, I'm going to put it right in front of the green screen. And then I'll build the second one, which is going to get nailed to it at 90 degrees, coming straight out in the middle of the room. And then if I put another, I think I have to put a 4-foot wall attached to that, and then I can attach the French doors to that at a 45. And then I just have to go. I got to go 30 feet down this wall. This is a 20-foot wall. That's a 20-foot wall. And that's going to be a 30-foot wall. And then we're going to come across to where the staircase will go, in between the 45-degree doors. And then there's going to be a gap for probably a 4-foot staircase. And then the rest of it will be a wall at the 30-foot mark. And that'll be the hobby room. So the hobby room is going to be bigger than the apartment on purpose. It's designed that way. I don't need that much living space. I need this much working space. I need a big hobby room. So yeah, it's going to be 20 by 30, the hobby room. Yeah, Alberta, I can tell you, I'm usually 5 to 10 degrees cooler than every place else in Florida. Even Lewis will tell you that. It's unbelievable how much. I don't know. I mean, I know my elevation is high. I'm 127 feet above sea level here, but it seems like we're in a low area. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're high, it's colder. I don't know, but the temperatures are always cooler here. Sometimes 10 degrees cooler. No, they didn't kill me. I'm still here. So, Oh yeah, we could build it in 2 days if you guys were all here, but you guys don't live here. You're the only one close. Everybody else lives in other states. They're not anywhere near close. Yeah, it's not awfully high, but it's awfully high in Florida. You know, it's all swampland down here. So the fact that I'm 127 feet above sea level is great. You know, I'm not going to flood. You know, when they have evacuations, everybody comes to my house. That's where you go. I'm the high ground. So everybody else has to leave where they live, but I don't leave. Everybody comes here. So, and I'm not the highest. There's higher places than mine, but I'm not anywhere near low at 127 feet. So. Yeah, 9,800 feet. Yep, there you go. There you go. So you're not going to flood either, Randy. You're in good shape. Yep. All right, guys, I gotta go pee. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go in the house, and I don't think I have to let the boys at the pool, but by the time I get in there, I might. You never know. I'm not planning on that, but you never know. So, but let me go in the house for a minute. I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna grab a jacket or I'll just do a sweatshirt. That'll be good enough. All right, I'm back. All right. Oh, we lost a couple people. Oh, well. Maybe they'll come back. Oh. How did that happen? Oh. Because they were right here. Okay. All right, what did I miss? Anything good? Do I need to backtrack? Vodka. Okay, what are we talking about vodka? I missed something here. That's funny, Michael. Uh-oh. Randy put a link up. Uh-oh. It's a short. Something. I'm not clicking on it. More. Oh, he's got more shorts. I'm not clicking on them. Too dangerous. You never know what Randy's going to send you to. Where are Snitches? He was in here earlier. You missed him. Yeah, he was here. He might still be here. Maybe he's lurking. Maybe he's working on an airplane while he's listening. You still here, Lewis? Lyndon, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Alberto, I don't think there's any way to know. There are some very, very expensive airplanes available if you want to spend that kind of money. Yeah, Ken, that was pretty stupid. Yeah, everybody thinks, it automatically comes home right out of the box. Yeah. Doing good, Lyndon. We're doing real good. You were trying to entertain him? Oh, okay, I appreciate that, Randy. Yeah, excellent. I don't know where you heard that, but there's no way that's going to happen. DJI is too big a player in this whole arena, um, and they're following all the rules to the T. So there's no way their stuff's going to get outlawed. And I doubt Autel will either. Those are probably the two biggest names in the drone community, and they're just playing by the rules 100%. Yeah, they've been doing that for years. They've got the geofencing. It won't let you go over 400 feet. You can't force it over 400 feet. It won't let you fly it near an airport. It won't even power on. They have all that shit built into it. After you pay all that money for it, they're governing how you fly it. Even it's not even really yours. Um, so that's why I won't buy one of those. But yeah, there's no way their stuff's going to get outlawed. Maybe some of the cheap shit that's not following the rules, some of that might get outlawed at some point. But again, who's going to police it? They're making laws that they can't enforce. There's nobody going to be policing it. Nobody's going to come to your flying field and say, "Let me see your FAA card." It's not going to happen. So it's just pointless. It's a whole lot of bureaucracy for nothing. Just to fuck up our hobby. That's all they're doing is ruining it for us. They're not accomplishing anything. You can't fly your Enterprise anymore. Sure you can. I fly mine. The part I don't understand is how the ultralight guys, the paramotor guys have no regulations. None. They don't have to put any license numbers on their stuff. They don't have to register it. They don't have to have radios in them. They don't have to do anything. They just go fly. They have no restrictions other than flying into restricted airspace. But other than that, they can do whatever the fuck they want. And we can't do anything. We gotta have IDs in our stuff. We gotta have licenses. We gotta have, it's ridiculous. So I don't understand that. Well, they just want our airspace, is what they want, so that they can have these flying Ubers and flying deliveries for a lot of these food places are doing it now. I guess they're delivering takeout food with drones. They're doing it, at least I know they're doing it in Washington. Um, as soon as they hurt somebody with one and get a lawsuit, that'll be the end of it. That's it's gonna come to that sooner or later. Some kid on a tricycle is going to get hit by a drone that was delivering a pizza or something, and that'll be the end of it. Amazon gave up on it, years ago. So did UPS. Both of them were looking into it heavily, and they both decided it's not worth the aggravation, the upkeep, they just did a study on it and realized that it's just not worth doing. So they've given up on that. So, but these mom and pop, some company has got these mom and pop shops believing that they can support this stuff to the degree that they'll save money. I don't know how, but well, we'll see. I think they're going to go away just like the electric cars. Hey, there's snitches. Somebody was Lyndon Stewart was just asking about you. No, it's live. It's not Memorex. This is live. Yeah, I don't understand how these places are doing it. Unless they're selling them some kind of a rental. Rent their equipment so much a month, and they'll take care of all the upkeep for you. I don't know. I have no idea, but I can't believe that it's worth it for them to do this. I just can't believe it. Yeah, that's why I don't eat there anymore, Michael Bear. I don't eat at McDonald's. Their food's too expensive. I'm not paying that kind of money for the crappy food. I can cook a steak cheaper than I can go to McDonald's. Way cheaper. So it's just pointless. The only restaurant I eat at anymore is Wendy's, because they still have a $5 meal. Anybody else, I don't bother anymore. I'm just not going there. Their food's just too damn expensive. Yeah, they're testing it. I don't, the way they want to do it is it's going to be unmanned. It's all going to be, GPS flight controlled, autonomous. There won't be a pilot on board. I don't know who the fuck, I guess if you're stupid enough to get into a carbon fiber submarine to go down to see the Titanic, you're stupid enough to get into an unmanned Uber, drone. I don't know. I sure as fuck ain't getting in it. I can tell you that. Yeah, the Terminator movie is starting to look like it's really going to happen. I don't know if you guys watched all of the sequels to the Terminator, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to happen. Not in my lifetime, but I think it's coming. Nothing. I love carbon fiber, but I'm not going to get a submarine made out of it. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Yeah, they're getting their Uber, go get an $18 Big Mac, and then fly back home. That'll be $200. Thank you very much. Yeah, $200 to get a cheeseburger. Yay! Yeah. Oh, thank you, Alberto. Yeah, I love that jacket. I'll be honest, I forgot I had it. You know, I used to wear it all the time, and then it got put in the closet because rarely ever will need it down here in Florida. And then I forgot it was there. And I was going through the closet the other day, and I'm like, oh, shit. I forgot that I even had that. So, well, I haven't seen an AI waiter yet. They just have kiosks that they want to use. I'm not using them. I stopped shopping at Walmart. I guess all the Walmarts now are self-checkout only, so I'm not checking myself out at Walmart. So I'll just shop somewhere else. Yeah, exactly, Lewis. For $200, I can get more tasty buns for sure. Yeah, I know all about that, AQ, but that's a little different than what we're talking about here. But um, I love the way they're flying right up to tanks and dropping a grenade in the hatch. I think that's hilarious. No, they won't have to draft anybody. They're just going to build them. They'll just build what they need. They don't need to draft us into the service anymore. They don't need us anymore. Yep, it's all FPV. Yep, that's what I mean that's been around for how long now? Shit's been 10 years, and why the hell wouldn't they weaponize that? I mean, hell, we've perfected it. Might as well weaponize it, right? What the hell? So, yeah, I knew that was coming. Now, there's a YouTube video of a guy that's got a machine gun on a drone. It's hilarious. He's pretending to be a Russian. He's got this fake Russian accent, and he's flying this thing around, and he flies it into... there's a bunch of mannequins playing cards behind a wall, and he flies in there and shoots everybody with it. It's a hilarious video. Axel, they can't even make change for $1 without a calculator. Forget about writing in cursive. They can't even add or subtract $1 to make change without a calculator. I don't know what the hell they're teaching our kids in school, but they're certainly not teaching them how to survive. I don't know what the fuck they're learning, but they ain't learning shit as far as I can tell. Robot strippers? I haven't seen one of those yet. Where are you seeing those at, Lewis? And who would want to go watch a robot stripper? Welcome, John. Welcome to the show. Yeah, no thanks, Randy. Ah, you lazy butt! I can't believe you're doing the talk to text. Oh my God! It's pretty cold here, Lyndon. Today was a good day, but in general, it's been pretty cold here. For a week we were 38 degrees in the first thing in the morning, which is, you know, Florida weather that's cold. We shouldn't be getting that cold, but yeah, right now it's 61. It's holding at 61, but by morning it'll probably be 57, 55, 57, I would guess by morning, that's about normal. But we've really had a cold winter so far. It's been pretty cold. Yeah, 61's not bad. That's very livable. It's, you know, but I've had to shut my show down early because, you know, it's been like 42, and that's just too cold out here. 42, 45. I can't do the show in that cold weather. It's too cold. You've been running your AC, Lewis? Oh my God, we haven't had to turn the AC on at all. As a matter of fact, today the AC hasn't been on, or the heat today. It's been we haven't had to run either today at all. I bet though, probably by about 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll bet the heat comes on. The house will cool down enough that the heat will come on. When I went into the bathroom, it was 75 in there, so, you know, it won't come on until I think 71, 72. So it's already 61 outside, so it's going to get there. The heat will come on. To bring 2 girls to keep you warm. Okay, Lois. Yeah, I'm way up in the mountains at 127 feet. Yeah, yeah, that's why I haven't had to run the AC. Yeah, see, the house already here. What's your temperature outside right now, Lewis? So we haven't run the AC at all, and the house is at 75. So, you know, we're just way cooler here. Is that all your are? Is 27 feet above sea level, Lewis? Oh my God. Does your house ever flood? It's 66 there? Okay. Yeah, it's 61 here. I think that's the closest we've ever been, only 5 degrees off. Oh, I have some exciting news. I have an airplane coming tomorrow. I just remembered that. I ordered another airplane. So, yeah, that's coming tomorrow. It's a jet. Yeah, I bought another jet. God, I'm so jetted out. I'm so tired of buying jets, but I wanted this one, so I bought it. It was on sale. It was $100 off, so I bought it. I forget where I bought it. Where did I buy it? Oh, I bought it at Hobby King. That's right. It's the T7A, the 80 millimeter from X-Fly. So wow, that's crazy, Lewis. Yeah, no, I'm 127. Yeah, when they have an evacuation, you evacuate to my property, not from it. Everybody comes to my property because I'm that high above sea level. So yeah, so I ordered that X-Fly because I'll be honest with you, I'm a big Tuskegee Air fan, and that's what that plane is commemorative of. You know, that's why it's got a red tail. And so yeah, I wanted it, and it's got nice landing gear on it, so I think it'll handle the grass well. Yeah, I wouldn't have paid $500 for it. It was $499, but they had it on sale for $399, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it for that. I could have bought Bobby K's Bigfoot for I think he wanted 285, 265 or 285, I forget. And I passed. I really was thinking about it, but I had already bought 2 other airplanes up there, and I was like, shit, I don't want to keep buying airplanes. So I passed on it, but it was in pretty good shape. It had some damage, but not too bad. But so I got a brand new one. I'm more excited about this my decathlon I bought. God, I love this little airplane. That is so beautiful. Can't wait to get this room done so I can get back to working on airplanes, because I got a shitload of airplanes I want to work on and I can't. I gotta get this damn room done. I should have bought you one. I can't buy you one. You got no place to put it in your house. You wouldn't even take it if I did buy you one. You have no place to put it. That's all you do is bitch about you got no room. How many bedrooms are in your house, Lewis? You'll keep it at my house. Well, in that case, I already bought you one. I'll take good care of it for you. So why don't you have room to put something in the other 2 bedrooms? Your kids are gone. Hey, you're welcome. Don't mention it. Maybe when they're retired, you're going to wait. You know, you could take over one of the rooms. You know, they could share the other room because they're probably not going to be there at the same time. So, and even if they were, they could share the room. You know, you could turn one of the bedrooms into a hobby room. See, if you were a real airplane enthusiast, Lewis, you would turn your bedroom into the hobby room. You'd sleep in one of their rooms until they come home, and then you would sleep on the couch while they're home if you were a real enthusiast. But you're not. No, you just have to get on top, that's all. You'll be fine. It's a small price to pay. Oh, God. Wow, we're down to 11. Everybody's bailing on me. Yeah, I'm going to shut this down in about 8 minutes. We're going to go till midnight. So any last comments, questions? Let's see. Do I have anything else? I have nothing else. I'm still waiting on my B-17. I think that's the only thing left that's on order that I haven't got. Pretty sure that's it. I don't know when that's coming. Yeah, Ken Bird, that's not a bad idea. I do have a saw like that somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. Like I said, everything is so disoriented right now. As soon as I get this room built, I'm going to have a bunch of storage cabinets inside the room. And then I can start organizing all this stuff, get it put away. I've been looking for tools to work on my cars. And I've been looking everywhere. I can't find any of my tools either because nothing got put away. Slowly getting it all organized again, getting it put away. So what was I looking for the other day I couldn't find? Oh, I was trying to find a wrench that I thought I had and I didn't. Been looking everywhere for. I finally found it. I found it today. You know, I actually have again, I don't know where it's at. You know what? I think I do know where it's at. I have an X-Acto knife kit. Yeah, it's got all the different stuff. And I think that saw blade you're talking about is in that kit. And I think I know where that kit is. I'm going to go look for that tonight. When I shut this down, I'm going to go out and see if it's there. I think I know where it's at. That worked. You know, it took a little extra, you know, work to get it, but it worked. Yeah, I'll mix up a little dab of Gorilla Glue, put there, and that'll fix that. I gotta put a little glue on that and glue that. But yeah, it's coming out fine. It's gonna look good. It won't be perfect, but it'll be good enough. It'll look good. It won't look perfect, but it'll look good. That's all I care about. I just want it to look good. I don't care about perfect. Where is... Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. I was going to say, where's my X-Acto? I got them right here. I got 4 right here. Ugh. Oh, okay. That doesn't go through there. Okay. Good enough. Paul, what's up? How you doing, man? Better late than never. You got here just in time. We're going to be shining off here in just a couple minutes. Your son's wedding? Oh, man, congratulations. Was it a good one? No, Michael, I didn't get to fly the Cherokee. The nose gear broke before I got it in the air. Everybody said that the nose gear was crap on that plane. It's not that I didn't believe them. I just figured that it was strong enough to withstand, a good flight with a good landing. But no, it didn't even make it through. Didn't even make it through the takeoff. So. Well, that's good. Congratulations. How old's your son? Yeah. Everybody said the nose gear on the Cherokee was crap. And yeah, boy, they weren't kidding. Axel, did you fix yours with the new version? Does it the new? Because I called Horizon, and my Horizon guy told me that he didn't think the new version one would work in the old one. I don't know. You didn't fix yours yet? Okay. I think I'm going to make a machine an aluminum piece for mine. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking, Michael. I think I'm going to make an aluminum one. When you have a lathe, you can do shit like that. Well, that's awesome, Paul. I'm so happy for you. Good job. 29, and he married an Italian girl. Oh, yeah. Parts for other planes? You're not going to fix it? Yeah, I'll fix mine. I'll just, I'll machine something for it. I'll make a new nose gear for it. I couldn't believe how the plastic was so thin where that screw holds it into the airplane that I had a spinner on a Hobby King plane. It was made the same way. The spinner broke out. It had that really deep hole, and the screw goes way down the hole, and there's a tiny, super thin plastic that the screw went through to hold it to the prop nut. And it just broke right off. I was like, oh my God, that was a piece of crap. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Got a new picture for you guys. Here. Hang on a second. Let me switch this. Roy just sent me this. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I wanted. I gotta do this. There we go. Wow, the blue's green screening on me here for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. My green screen's really goofy. Anyway, there's the Tiger Cat in the fire rescue paint scheme. It's supposed to have blue sky there, but for some reason my green screen's making that wacko. Oh, wait a minute. My phone just died. There we go. God, I wish that blue would stop green screening on me. Oh, you get the gist of it. Yeah, that's the fire rescue color scheme. So that might be what I do. I don't know yet. We'll see. Thinking about it though. It's on the maybes. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely considering it. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. It's after 12, and it's just time to call it. What's for dinner? Oh my God, what time is it there, Paul? Yeah, maybe Paul left already. All right. All right, Lennon. Yep, thank you too. Thanks for coming. Thanks all you guys. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Oh, you are still here. Coffee for dinner. It's 6 p.m. Oh, no kidding. Summer there. That's awesome. I definitely got to go to New Zealand one day. I definitely want to go over there. I will absolutely look you up. So, all right, guys. So, have a good night. Keep the rubber side down, and we'll catch you guys later. All right. Have a good night. Whoa, Fred, you're still here. You've been awful quiet. That's all right. All right. Good night, guys. Have a great night.